Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am here with Todd Rowland from AEG. Todd, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm enjoying the weekend.
It has been a good weekend. We've had a lot of people coming by the booth, and a lot of people here at Big Game Night, obviously. So we're very happy with it.
That's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Big Game Night has been a huge success for AEG since you guys started it. How many years ago is it now? This is the third year. It was crowded here last year, especially with the release of Doomtown.
Yes.
But you guys have continued picking up hits. Valley of the Kings was released last year as well, if I'm not mistaken.
And we've got the new.
And you got the new expansion that can be. Is it a standalone?
It is a standalone, but it can also be combined.
Right.
So it's both.
I know you guys have been selling a lot of that too today.
We have been. It's been very popular. Valley of the Kings is one of our best selling of the small game line.
You guys have been. You guys continue to churn up smash up expansions, and I absolutely love where that game is going. Was it you picked up Munchkin this year?
Yes, here at the show and in just a few weeks in stores.
Yep.
We've got Smash Up Munchkin, which is it's basically our fantasy set, Warlocks, clerics, rogues, things like that, with the Smash Up humor and the John Kovalic art style and all that thrown in there. It also introduces monsters and treasures as new card types that you can play with while using the Munchkin cards.
Very nice. Trying to remember, you guys had a joint Kickstarter. Was it Epic PvP?
PvP. That was with Fun to 11, some friends of ours.
Yeah.
It'll be out in November, and it'll be out in retail in November as well for the people who didn't pick it up during the Kickstarter. With the base set and expansions, it's kind of like it's a shuffle building game. It's a straight up fighting game. So if I draft,
I see people saying to look at the players.
It's going to play different than a Dark Elf Paladin.
It's either with the most right here with Love Letter.
Like that.
We need some Love Letter players. 4 people for Love Letter.
Reggie's talking again.
You picked the best person to do the announcing. Reggie's voice is perfect. His personality and everything.
Over there. You got trains available. Trains right in front.
My voice can't keep it up anymore.
I understand. I do my best, but talk about some of the other games that you haven't that we haven't really mentioned yet so far.
Well, we've got previews of Dice City here. That one's coming out in October.
Okay.
It's a really fun, easy to play city building dice game. You roll different color dice on the grid, and you get to build things. And it's a lot of fun. It's been the demos of it have just been standing room only. People waiting to get in to try. And so we're really excited to have it coming out. We've got the third Lost Legacy set, which has 2 new decks as well for it.
Okay.
We've got Smash Up Munchkin, like I mentioned. We've also got the reprint of Junta, which is the first time the English Junta has been printed in quite a while. And people are really having a great time with that. I heard a bunch of groups out there just laughing their heads off while they're playing with each other. And just a great fun game of backstabbing and lying and everything good like that.
Sounds like the Scorpion versus the Crane.
Oh, they would love it. Scorpion and Crane players would absolutely love Junta.
I can believe that, very much so. They love playing the political game. Do you have some games that's slated besides the ones that you mentioned toward the end of the year that you can talk about that you know of?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a few that we've been talking a little bit about. We've had planes and trains,
right?
And we do have automobiles coming.
Right.
So we're finishing that joke out. But automobiles is actually a really, really fun racing game. It uses cubes just like planes and trains do. But he puts them all in a bag that you add more cubes to as you play the game. And drawing those colored cubes out determines how you can drive on the track, trying to pass people and draft and everything else.
Great.
Really clever design. So it's almost like deck building with cubes. tactics game where you are attempting to, in real time, grab tiles, put them in mines, put some tiles in other people's mines, decide which ones you're going to block, and then hope that you don't have too much dynamite in your mine that you blow up. Obviously, if other people are putting tiles in there before you lock it, it might blow up. Really fun. We have, like I said, Epic PvP will be out in November. Flock will be out in October. It's a set collection game where you have a flock of birds that you're trying to build nests, lay eggs, hatch the eggs to make more birds. It's all about, you know, how much do I want to spend building a nest versus when do I switch over to laying eggs? Because the catch of the game is that when one player's birds fly away, the whole flock flies away. So everyone's done when one person's done. So a lot of push your luck element in that game.
So let me switch gears a little bit. Obviously, we're getting photobombed by Reggie. Obviously, you have moved over to more of the board game side of things. You have been brand manager for L5R before, and before that, you were both a player and a blogger. Save the Ogres.
Yes, it was. Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
You're dating me now.
Well, I'm dating myself too. So, with the way that we're moving into Onyx, the way the story is being moved, I know we've had some good and bad reactions, like with the Mantis, obviously.
Right.
Like, it's happening to us again, type deal.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, I like the direction that the story is taking, letting the players pull the story along and say, okay, this is the direction we want to go, and now story team's got to figure out where we're going with this.
Yep.
And then the question comes back to us. So I really like where that's headed, and the doom that is coming is obviously something that kind of doom. The Destroyer War had that kind of element, but you really couldn't feel it because you really didn't get to play with any of those cards from that perspective.
Yeah.
It's a little different this time.
Yes, a lot more evil to be played with.
Almost back to the Days of Thunder where you actually got to play with Yogujutsu's army.
Oh yeah. I mean, needless to say, people who have seen me online know I'm ecstatic. I am thrilled at the idea of being able to be the Horde again. You know, just the potential to just be this crazy army that doesn't care about your honor or your goals or anything. We just want to eat you. You know, that's the best.
I knew you were one of the happy people that were going, and the Spider chose that. Yes.
Oh, I was very happy. I mean, you know, I don't work, like you said, I don't really work at L5R. I don't have any direct influence on it anymore.
Right.
And that was kind of the fun to get out and stump for that online because, you know, I haven't been able to do that in almost 14, 15 years since I started actually working on it. I couldn't really be a fan so much, and now I kind of got to do that again. It was like being young again.
Yes. It's quite enjoyable. I mean, I was kind of surprised that the vote with the Spider was as close as it was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of indecision there, which is going to make for some good story.
Yeah, well, I think there were a lot of players who came on board to L5R with the Spider, so the only thing they knew of the Shadowlands or of evil was the Spider, which, you know, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But some of us who have been around a little longer and have a slightly longer memory, you know, remember the old days. And one of the things that I talked to them about when I got on their Spider forums was I had a bit of a perspective change since I was able to put myself in the role of a fan again. So back in the day, a lot of us Shadowlands players, we love the Shadowlands, we love the characters, right? We love Motosume and Yogujutsu just as much as you love Yoritomo and Tsuruchi. You know, they were our guys.
Right, absolutely.
Well, a lot of us always had this sort of upset or dejected feeling because we could never win, right? No matter what happens, it'll be handled so that we don't win. right? And that's the way it always kind of was. Well, now, looking at it after all these years, when I went back to talk to Spider, my perspective now was, we don't have to win. The job of the Shadowlands is not to win. It's not to destroy L5R and wipe out the Emerald Empire. The job of the Shadowlands is to identify the things that are truly important and valuable to the other players and do everything in our power to take it away, break it, eat it, corrupt it, whatever we can do. We're the foil. We're the bad guy. The bad guy doesn't win, but the bad guy gets that awesome second act where they wreak as much havoc as they possibly can, and we have that freedom.
And the game is going to give away
another
the
clan
Dark
and say,
Seas.
we hate you. We don't like you. We're not going to be your ally.
And the lucky winner of Dark Seas is going to be ticket number
we're going to make it our
153-1.
And that's what the Shadowlands gets to do. And it's super fun.
Ticket number 1531.
But then again, the Shadowlands has trolls.
We have a
Mud
winner.
trolls and sludge trolls. So we're supposed to.
Yeah, and it makes
Now,
perfect
before
sense.
you resume your game, a couple of things.
I'll let
Something is waiting
Reggie
for
make
you.
these announcements before we go forward.
And it's the great bag of swag. So if you are calling in a night, we understand. I won't hold it against you, but I know you're staying in Indy, so I will find you. But see the people over there in the pallets over there? You can get your great bag of swag. However, in order for you to get the great grand prize of one of everything, you gotta stay here. And that will be later tonight.
Reggie is such a tease.
Yes, indeed. The one of everything is a huge pile of prizes. You can see a bit of it. Actually, a bit of it right there.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take on.
Yeah, I think you need an L cart to roll it out of here.
Absolutely.
I had one other question for you before Reggie started. I'm trying to remember what it was now.
I was going on my Shadowlands tirade.
Yeah.
I was on my soapbox for a minute.
No, I mean, every clan has something to be passionate about. And even the Shadowlands, and even the bad guys. I mean, you know, the Mantis and the Scorpion have their back and forths. We don't like each other either.
Yeah. Notice that.
Yeah, we were trolling each other pretty hard during Kotei season. Maverick, they're still trolled. We're still being trolled here. So, hey, look, let's put Urinamo on a black scroll. My question to the Scorpion is, do you really want to do that? Resurrecting an undead Urinamo would not be a good idea for you guys.
Apparently they do. They didn't learn the first time.
Yeah, they have a problem with that in Black Scrolls, apparently.
It's funny because it's one of those, it's almost like one of those, you're destined to do it all over again, and we didn't even make it happen. They did, you know?
Yeah. Did you get to, since you were an old school player, obviously we had Siege the Clan Wars released. Did you have any input at all into that?
No,
did you get to
not at all.
Did you get to play any of it before we got here?
I have not. I have not even opened my copy yet. I literally got a copy when I got here. So,
If you want to slide over I got a book bag right there.
Yeah.
There's a playmat in there on the one corner.
Was on Epic Adventure the whole time, and then
So
finally got that
I'll show you guys in a second.
over the hump.
So
And
there are 3 pieces of artwork on here.
It's gonna be a 17.
oh, that is a thing of beauty.
They're forcing it to make 16.
That's why I
And,
that's one of the reasons.
So what I'm showing Todd here is a playmat, and this is a playmat of 3 pieces of artwork from the set.
For a week of work and then a week of just hanging out before coming here.
Yeah.
So on this playmat was there was Motosume, there's Yogo Genzo, and then there's the Necromancer that I can never remember. It's Asawa
Team
Tama
is that it's diverse, right?
Yep. Necromancer.
originally, but I got an experienced version that was
yeah.
Asawa.
Really good. Really good. The kids are in a good,
Yeah,
really cool age.
And then
4 and
obviously-
7. They're speeding it up. I'm really loving it.
Necromancer, as it were. Yeah.
It's not mic. We're not mics right now. Check. That would be good. So we got the video going. That's awesome.
I'm hearing sensor.
All right, so that's just one.
I can hear it.
Yeah. I think Sensor was talking to somebody over there, and that microphone's still on back there.
Oh, is it?
Okay, that sounds
What
good.
does that mean?
Turn it off.
Gosh, that is so weird. Did you have this made yourself?
People know what you do.
No, actually, Sam Flegel was the artist that did all 3 pieces of artwork. And I have a buddy of mine back
Can you
home
hear
that's
me
a...
right now?
I love you, Todd.
Check, Mike, check. Hey, fans out there in fandom.
Gotta love
love you.
technology.
That's hilarious,
I
by
just
the way.
didn't say anything while I didn't realize that was Mike that was bad about our customers, because that would be bad.
You didn't. You talked about my family.
There we go. Good.
That was the one for the feed.
That was it.
That's got it.
You guys can't hear it neither.
So that was pretty funny.
That was awesome.
So anyway, Sam Flegel did all 3 pieces of artwork. And Adrian Burton, I talked to him last night at the Mantis Clan dinner. And he was talking about, he had proposed to Sam that he do all 3 pieces of artwork, because obviously all 3 are undead, and that's sort of his shtick. But
yeah.
he had asked him about doing it as one shot.
Nice.
And this piece came out beautifully. When you actually get to see the cards, you'll see it. But when you lay all 3 out beside each other, you can see it. But this makes a perfect playmat. Perfect playmat.
Really does.
It's even got the Necromancer resurrecting a dead crab guy, which is
It is a crab. Yeah, that's right.
It could almost, that almost be, who was it? Hidesukune, who was nailed to the terrible standard of Fu Ling.
Right. I don't know. That could actually, you could actually consider that could be Hidasuro.
Yeah,
Remember him?
Yep, I do
So
remember.
you have
Sure.
4 of the favorites on there.
Yeah.
That's some undead goodness.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Except the Necromancer, he's not actually undead, so he better be careful. He might be dinner. I mean, how does he go to sleep, right? He's around all these crazy dead people. He's the only living one. He has to take a nap eventually.
He makes sure he has good guards.
I guess so.
Make sure he keeps them fed good. So yeah, I mean, I know this brings you back. This is your
Absolutely.
era
This is
right
amazing.
here.
That's a great piece.
Yeah,
That's
and
an awesome piece.
when I opened the box when I got here, and I saw that Sam did these 3 pieces of artwork, and of course Sam, Todd, you still live in Alabama, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Sam lives in Nashville, Tennessee, so he's only about an hour drive from me, drive north for me. So when I saw this, I was like, I have to have this piece. I want the original, but I don't think I can handle the $1,600 for the original.
Yeah. It's worth it. I mean, it's an amazing painting.
It's absolutely worth it. But I have a buddy of mine back home that's been playing Shadowlands since the back in the day, so I got this for him. He's like, he was pretty ecstatic about it. So
I bet. That's beautiful. So does Sam have these at his booth, or does he?
Sam has. This was the last one that he had.
Cool.
But he's obviously going to have more printed because this was super popular.
Oh, I bet.
The characters and the look was amazing. And he doesn't have prints of these yet, which was the other thing I was going to get.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, because I'll stop by his booth.
He has the original pencil drawing, which I looked at, and I was like, do I want to pay $300 for this? Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they can be expensive. I mean, I've got in my office right now, I've got the original Ninja Stronghold and the painting of it, and
Dark Path of Shadow.
Yeah. No, Ninja Stronghold.
Oh, the original card from Imperial Edition, the one that buys them
the
for
whole
free.
thing. Yeah. Got it framed with the card and everything, and that was actually at the office still. We still owned that one, so I took it from the California office back to my office. So,
Completely understand.
Well, I left them a few. They've still got Yatsuki Taka and a few of the other old pieces hanging up at the office there.
So are you guys working? Obviously, you guys are constantly working on getting new product, getting new ideas.
Yep.
For the expiring game designer, do you guys have any place that you can submit ideas?
Absolutely. You can send them to. There's 2 email addresses you can send it to. The best one is usually customer service at alderite.com, because customer service sort of filters everything through and draws it to the attention of who needs it. The alternative is there is a email address titled submissions at alderite.com, but it may only get checked once a week, whereas customer service gets checked every day, and it'll get filtered to who it needs to go to.
Right.
So yeah, and definitely contact us. You know, if you've got game ideas, you've got prototypes, you've got a concept, feel free to send them in. You know, we love to look at new things.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things we look for. But we're open to anything because we have a pretty broad catalog.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and a lot of this stuff has been very successful, as we can tell. The last 3 years, especially, has been hit after hit after hit. So
we've been very, very, very lucky in that we've had that many.
But that's from good leadership, choosing the right games.
Well, occasionally we get a good one. But no, it's like people say, I think every game that we put out is a good one. Now, whether it becomes a hit or not, I don't know. But the question of, is it a good game? Well, we wouldn't publish it if we didn't think it was fun.
Absolutely.
Does it necessarily mean it's going to translate to the customers? Maybe not. But most of the ones that we really, really worked on and developed ourselves have done really well. And like Love Letter was just a total surprise, and it was great having it come along from Seiji. And but then again, all the games, Sail to India may not have the sales numbers of Love Letter, but I think it's a fantastic game, and I would put it right up there beside Love Letter anytime as far as the game I play. So, whether a game succeeds or not, we believe in it, and that's how we put it out there.
Well, I know the fans appreciate that. Todd, it was good speaking with you.
It was good speaking to you too, Brad. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.